So in this another video series, we will be talking about religious aspects, top 10 things, top 10 series about different religions. So in this list, the first video is the top 10 bizarre biblical tales. So in this number 10 in the list of top 10 bizarre biblical tales, number 10 is a lesson for those who dare mock male pattern baldness. Found in 4 Kings, one of the more inspirational passages in the biblical tells the story of Elijah, a wise man, yet one cursed with male pattern baldness. One day he is minding his own business, making the long walk to Bethel, when he is attacked by a roving band of children who tease him with names like Bald Head. But Elijah is having none of this. He turns around and curses them in the name of the Lord, and instantly two female bears emerge from a nearby wood and maul our fallen children to death. Oh my goodness. What is this? The moral of the story is don't make fun of bald people. Frankly, why this story is not included along with the 10 commandments in anybody's guess, but it would serve an excellent lesson for children who think baldness is something to be made fun of. Oh my goodness. Next, number 9, Eglon's ignoble death. Ehud is the Bible's sneaking assassin. He is on a mission to deliver a message from God to Smarky King Eglon. Ehud waltzes in to meet the glutton's king, pulls out a sword and stabs Eglon in the stomach. At first he cannot get it in, but he pushes harder and eventually reaches his intestine. Eglon is so overweight, will learn that his fat actually covers the hilt of the sword, pushing it further into his stomach until it's not even visible. It's at this point that Eglon loses control of his bowels and begins to defecate mercilessly all over his chamber. The king's attendants eventually come back, but do not enter Eglon's bedchamber. Who cares? The moral of the story is who cares, but it's damn cool. Number 8, Onan, cautious yet foolish. A story so eponymous it gave way to its own neologism, onanism, an archaic term for masturbation. Basically, God kills or why we don't really find out. The moral of the story is, in the words of Monty Python, every sperm is sacred. Number 7, a very disturbing tale. Within the Bible, occasionally there are stories so horrible that one wonders that their purpose is. Not only is this story utterly bizarre, it is absolutely disgusting. A man and his concubine are wandering the streets when they decide to seek shelter for the night and find a man kind enough to let them stay. That night, however, a group of men turns up at the door and demands to see the guests so that they may have sex with them. The owner is unwilling instead. However, this is still not good enough for the men. So the owner offers them his guest concubine and the men accept. The men brutally rape the woman and leave her on the doorstep where she bleeds to death. If that is not enough, when she is found by her husband, He chops her up into 12 pieces, which he sends to each of the 12 tribes of Israel. The moral of the hopefully none. Number 6. Show your love. Before before Casanova, there was David. Young and in love, David desperately wants to marry Saul's daughter, Michal, and offers Saul anything he wants to let him marry her. What could Saul possibly want? Money? A vow of love? No. Saul wants foreskins, 100 to be exact. Why? Who cares? So if you want to my daughter, you are going to have find 100 foreskins by tomorrow. David finds this odd, but then again this girl is hot. So he goes out and kills 200 men and collects more foreskins. It's only then remembers that he needs 100. Oops. Oh well, maybe if he hands over twice as many foreskins, Saul will be doubly as impressed. Indeed, he is, and duly hands over his daughter to David. The moral of the story is what? Never be ashamed to do crazy things for love. Number 4. Like slicing salami. Continuing the Bible's fascination with all the things foreskin, we get the bizarre story of God trying to kill Moses because his son is not circumcised. God is about to obliterate Moses when his wife Zipporah takes out a flint and quickly cuts the foreskin of his son, throwing the bloody skin fragment at Moses' feet. Number 4. Jesus and the fig tree. So Jesus is walking from Bethany and he's feeding a bit peckish. He encounters a fig tree, but unfortunately it is barren and it's the off season for figs. Annoyed, Jesus demands a fig tree bear him fruit. However, the fig tree doesn't respond. So Jesus enact uncharacteristic rashness curses to the fig tree to death. Next thing is number 3. Even God is proud of his backside. It's a big day for Moses. He is finally going to meet God face to face and is giddy with anticipation. Soon the time comes and Moses poisons himself on a rock ready to see the divine creator himself. But God backs out at the last minute, claiming that no man can see his face and live. Next thing is number 2. Balaam and his talking donkey. Balaam is just minding his own business, spanking his ass donkey when suddenly he hears a voice. It's his donkey asking why he is spanking him. Balaam doesn't seem the least bit miffed that his donkey has starting talking in the same language as him and says, because thou last mocked me. The donkey then gets philosophical and explains the nature of their relationship and how his feelings have been hurt. The last one is number 1, Jacob and the case of the magical genetics. And the most bizarre tale in the Bible goes to this red from Genesis with its utterly bemusing explanation of the genetics code. Basically, Laban is taking all of Jacob's beloved stripped and spotted cattle. Jacob is left with boring old plain colored cattle which he doesn't seem to like at all. So Jacob towards a carnivore and he sticks and peels painful stripes on them. He then plants them next to his cattle. What Jack think is that if he gets his cattle to look at the striped sticks while copulating, then they will give birth to striped young. So these are the top 10 bizarre biblical tales available in Bible as per the Bible.